a search and seizure, and I'm missing a safe. And inside
they did a search and seizure for what?
Because I have a couple of firearms. I don't know. I was on the couch
so you had a seizure.
I had a seizure.
That's why we were here?
No, I had a seizure. Paramedics came. They were checking me out. They were taking me to Palms West, and then several Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said, so 2000 in Green came in and made a direct beeline from my room.
Okay.
Even though I was not in my room.
Okay.
And when they left, an hour later, my mom then picked me up from Palms West, and my room was absolutely trashed, destroyed. Everything's pulled out, emptied out, DVD covers ripped. Everything's just in a big pile. Okay. But I'm missing a safe.
Okay.
A gun vault drawer safe, and inside were 4 handguns.
Okay.
And it's been some time, and I keep asking, and they keep saying, we don't have your guns, we don't have your guns, we don't have your guns. Well, I want to report them stolen now, because it's been too long, and I'm missing 4 firearms.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's the thing. First of all, number one, how many officers were here?
7.
7 of them?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, do you know why they were here?
No, I do not. But I have the report right here.
Okay.
I have a copy of the report right here, which is a little fictitious. If you read it,
okay, let me read it.
Here you go, bud.
What do you mean?
If towards the bottom it says that there are bottles of urine throughout my room and that there's fecal matter all over. That is a lie. I have one urinal at the edge of my near my bed, because I'm trying to capture a kidney stone. I have a little 0.2 millimeter kidney stone, and I'm trying to capture it.
Okay.
And there's no shit in my room. My room is very clean. And my gun cabinet that had the so-called weapons on the walls, the gun cabinet was locked. All my guns were in the gun cabinet. They used a lock tool, one of those universal lock tools, to open it.
Okay.
And all my guns were sprawled out throughout the room, on the bed.
Here's the thing. According to this, your room has no door on it.
It's a cubicle type room, because this, where you're standing right there, sir, all of that used to be a
garage.
Carport.
Okay, carport.
And it was converted, insulated, before we bought the house. That part of the house where you're standing at, that's my property. That's my part of the house. The rest of the part of the house is my mom and stepdad's.
Okay, so the first thing, like I said, you said there were 7.
7, yeah. While the EMTs
this is the thing. We would never have 7 officers at one house. That would be a whole entire shift of almost the whole entire shift of rural Palm Beach.
Well, that's how many were in the house.
For a medical call, that would be impossible. The supervisor would not even allow it.
That's why I'm saying illegal search and seizure.
Okay, but it would never happen. Second thing is...
It happened, sir.
Okay, all right. Second thing is I want to tell you that no deputy sheriff would ever come into your house and take your guns if he didn't have a reason.
Well, I asked them to leave and not to go in my room, and they did so anyway. So
I'm telling you now, that's not going to happen. And without a supervisor knowing that they're taking guns, because anytime we have anybody takes possession of any gun, a supervisor knows. So if a supervisor allowed that, it wouldn't happen, because it would have to go all the way up our chain of command. And what did we take your guns for? What are we using your guns for?
I don't know.
When we all have our own guns, and we have our own armory.
Please do not raise your voice to me.
No, I'm not raising my voice. I'm just telling you we have our own guns. We have our own armory.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So what would we do with your guns?
I don't know, but I've been being harassed by the sheriff's department for a little over 4 years now.
What are they doing to you?
Oh, they come out here, and just how I asked you not to be behind there. They come out here.
No, that's for me.
That's
for me. I can be wherever I want.
I know, but
you called me, so I can stand over there on the corner of your house. I could actually have you come out to me if you need me.
Okay, all right. Anyway, if you want to know about that, I put it all on YouTube, and
okay.
But anyway,
put all on YouTube about what?
Whenever they come out here and they harass me or whatever. Anyway,
okay.
I want to report these stolen. because I don't own them anymore. They're no longer here. They were in the safe. The safe is not in my house. It's no longer here. It was from the cable. It was ripped out of the drawer. It's not here anymore. So
Okay, where did it go?
one of the what do you call yourself? Officers, deputies?
Either way. Have you ever thought that maybe the fire department take them?
Well, the fire department left with me to Palms West like 12 minutes after, and it was 7. It was 7. There was Sergeant Bufano, there was Van Duzen,
Yep.
and there was
I'll tell you right now, Sergeant Bufano would never allow 7 guys at your house to take guns.
well, you can ask him that how many there were here, because I counted 7.
Well-
My mom counted 7.
Well, that's documented in the report that they actually took pictures of your guns.
That were in a gun cabinet.
Right.
How did they get the gun cabinet open? I'm not going to argue about
No,
that.
you don't have to
I
argue.
just want to report these stolen, because
Well,
I don't know where they are.
Okay.
They were locked in the safe, in a gun safe,
Okay.
a gun vault drawer safe,
Okay.
and that's no longer in where it was. It's not in my room. It's not in my house. I don't know where it is. I don't know where these guns are, and
It's not a very responsible gun owner.
Let me see
Yeah.
see this.
You know-
Sheriff's office, I'm telling you, do not take your guns. We do not have your guns. We did not take your guns.
Yeah.
It's all documented right there. We took pictures of all the guns that were in plain view. The whole reason the fire department called us was because there were so many guns laying out. They got a little nervous because guess what? They don't have guns. So for their protection, in case someone else is in the house, they called the sheriff's office to come stand by and make sure that everything's okay. That's the only reason they did. Once you left the apartment or your house, the house was secured. We have nothing
Yeah,
to do with that.
they didn't take anything. Otherwise, Deputy Van
Keep this
Duzen
one.
Deputy Van Duzen would have noted that in that report. Everything that he observed, he would have said, "I took this gun," because when we take a gun, we have to enter it into teletype. Okay, we cannot just take a gun. We have nowhere. It doesn't. Where are we gonna? We don't put it like in a magical
Well,
place and it just disappears.
First of all, I am not an irresponsible firearm owner. All my guns are always locked up. There were no guns around when the EMTs came. I was right
Why do you think they
literally
called us and told us that?
I was literally right here where there's a couch, and my room is over inside that area.
What is your name?
Edwin
What's your last name?
Crawford.
Mr. Crawford. The fire department called us for a reason. They don't call us the medical calls unless there's a problem. They
Well-
handle medical calls on their own.
That's why I tell you, Sergeant Bufano may have showed up and 2 other deputies, but that's it. People aren't gonna come here. We don't come here to take people's guns. That's not why
Well,
we're here.
they're gone, and they were there before, and then
Right.
after they're not there. So, would you?
It's
either-
a 15. It had to have been very recent.
What's the date on that report? How long ago did this
July
happen?
13th.
July 13th. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this. Okay.
Yeah,
And I'll put it
this
in.
this too.
No, I can't. I don't
This
want
is
that.
my hands don't work real well right now because they had
What is
so many
that? What
IDs.
is that thing? What is the
This?
Yeah.
What's on it?
It's an SD card. It has. Are you okay? You seem to be spitting a lot.
No, he's fine.
I'm great.
Yeah, he's fine.
This has all the
Got a bad
serial
taste in
numbers
my
because
mouth.
my
That's all it is.
my hands aren't working very well. But all the serial numbers, everything is on the SD card.
What? Yeah, but he has already taken pictures. We have already taken pictures of where your guns were in your house.
Well, the guns that are gone that were in the gun drawer, and that's what it's called. It's called a gun drawer, a gun made by Gun Vault.
Okay.
2 Beretta 92 FS Inoxes.
No, I understand that.
1 Beretta Tomcat.
I understand that. I'm just telling you.
And a very hard to find. And I got all of these back in 2012. This was a Beretta PX4 Storm.
I got 'em all right here.
OD
I got 'em.
green, with
So,
a threaded barrel.
Here's the thing, okay? Is I'm gonna take this, okay?
And this.
No, I don't need that.
Well,
I'm gonna put in the call what you're telling me, okay? But I am not reporting any guns stolen because according to that report, we already photographed all of your guns and nobody took any possession of your guns. We have no record of taking any of your guns, nor are we gonna make a report that your guns are stolen because they're not. We would never take somebody's guns. It's not gonna happen, sir.
Then can I ask you, how do
Yes.
you get into those? Because I know it's a cheap gun cabinet. How do you get into those gun cabinets? Do you have like
We don't go in.
a pick lock
we
or
do
something?
not
I'm
go
not
into
gonna go
gun
to something
cabinets.
secure.
We don't have anything that puts us to unlock anything.
Because
That would be the fire department. if anybody's getting into anything, it's the fire department. We do not carry any kind of device to unlock cars. We don't carry any pop-a-lock. We don't carry any device to get into houses.
What's a pop-a-lock?
Don't worry about it. I'm saying we don't go into anybody's stuff unless there's a search warrant or unless we have exigent circumstances.
Well,
Okay? So there's no way in hell that we would take your guns. It would be literally impossible. So, I mean, I'll answer whatever questions you have for me, but I'm telling you now, there's no documentation of us taking any of your guns. I'll note it in the call of what you're telling me and everything you're saying, but realistically, I mean, man, I'm telling you now, we would have documented that we took your guns.
well, they're gone, and
Yeah.
I didn't sell them, and they were there before, but then when I got home, they weren't there.
Maybe your mom
And
took
there's
them.
a
Did
whole.
your mom take them?
No, my mom don't take my guns.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure about
Maybe
that.
for safekeeping or something?
So what
Maybe
you're,
for health reasons?
So what you're saying is my mom, a 60-year-old woman, had enough strength to rip out a a safe that weighs about 40 pounds out of a drawer with the cable, but she's not strong enough to take the guns out of a cabinet that's been unlocked and left wide open, or the guns that have been displayed out on my bed.
I don't know. Well, okay, so they were displayed. There was some guns on your bed.
After somebody had unlocked my
No.
cabinet and put
Nobody,
them out.
nobody from our place has any kind of ability to unlock any kind of gun safe or cabinet or remove it from your house.
Well,
It's impossible. Literally impossible.
it was locked, and it
It's
may be a Sentry safe, a cheap
Okay.
safe, but it was locked.
All
All
right.
my guns were locked and put away. Nothing was out in the open.
Okay.
Yet the report, this thing says that they were sprawled out. That is incorrect.
Okay.
So, you know what? Let's just agree to disagree, and please report the guns that
Yes.
are on the list
I
as
will.
stolen.
Yes, I'll put it.
Because they were there
Okay.
in the drawer,
Okay.
and now when I got home at 3 o'clock in the morning, they weren't there.
Okay.
The whole gun drawer. That's what it's called. It's called a gun drawer. It's made by Gun
Yeah,
Vault.
I know. I'm aware of what
it was ripped right out of where I had bolted it in.
Okay.
It was ripped right out.
All
Now
right.
my mom's not strong enough to do that, and my stepdad has no reason to do anything like that.
Okay.
They have their own guns. I have my own guns. We are a firearm owning family.
Okay.
Is your family here? Your mom and
Yes,
dad?
yes. My stepdad is eating his dinner right now.
Oh, okay. What do they say about all this?
They're on my side because they watched as 7, and it was
Can we
7.
can we talk to them?
My stepdad doesn't want to talk to anyone right now. He just
Oh.
got home from work. He's tired. He's
Okay.
eating
No
dinner.
problem. No problem. We don't
Uh,
have to disturb them. Okay. So like I said, I'll note this in the call and everything. Okay. But I assure you that never happened.
Well, I
So-
assure you it did happen.
Okay.
And some of it I got on recording because I have cameras in my house.
You got it on recording.
Some of them.
Okay. Well, that would be nice if you could give that to me.
I put it on YouTube.
Well, why wouldn't you of us stealing your guns?
Well, no, I didn't see any of that. But it shows a few deputies coming into my house,
Okay.
and it's quite dark. But they're coming to my house, going straight.
And they actually leave with guns.
No,
No. Well, if you have cameras, you would see them leave with guns, correct? Where would they hide all the guns?
it shows deputies entering, and it shows deputies leaving.
Okay.
You would see guns being
Then you would see guns being taken.
No, the guns were in a gun
All right.
drawer about this big.
Okay, man.
This big.
Well,
weighs about
the
40.
cameras would tell it if you had it. So
You know
if
what?
had,
You know what? If you guys are just gonna be dicks and not,
No, I've
not
actually, Edwin, I've actually been
it's-
very nice to you,
it's
man.
fine.
And I'm listening to everything you're saying. So
It's fine.
okay, all right.
Ow.
I'll note this in the call. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, man.
Thieves. They're fucking thieves. And those two were among the 7 that came into my house. You think I don't fucking remember? I remember. Man, it's hot out.